Statistics, finding the mean and the mode from a frequency table. So this is a frequency table from when we looked at making frequency tables. Annette surveyed 20 households in her street about how many phones, including mobiles, they owned. So from this you can see that 2 households had no phones, 7 households had only 1, 8 households had 2, 2 households had 3 phones, and 1 household had 4 phones. So that's how we interpret the frequency. Now it's actually really easy to use a frequency table to find the mode, the most frequent score, because that's the one with the highest frequency. So the mode here is going to be not 8, but 2. So we have to find the highest frequency and go to the score that belonged to that. Because of course no household had 8 phones. This is saying 8 households had 2 phones. So the mode is the score that has the highest frequency. And so in this example, the mode is 2. Gone and got a little bit crowded down here, sorry about that. Now the reason I've covered this up is because I wanted to focus on the frequency table to start with. But to find the mean, the average, we have to add another column. And that's the score times the frequency. And if we put this column in and fill it in, so the score times the frequency for the first row, 0 times 2 is 0. 1 times 7 is 7, 2 times 8 is 16, 3 times 2 is 6, 4 times 1 is 4. If we then add up the frequency column, now we know this should add up to 20 because she surveyed 20 households. So I've got 2 plus 8 is 10, and 7 plus 2 plus 1 is 10, so that's 20 all up. And if we add this up, and you're welcome to grab a calculator if you prefer, 7 plus 16, 33. These two numbers let us find the average. The mean or the average is the total of the score times frequency column, so 33, divided by the total of the frequency column, which is 20. So 33 divided by 20, on average that's 1.65 phones per household. Now that's not saying that every house has 1 phone and 2/3 of a phone lying in a drawer somewhere where it got broken. It's just saying that on average, a bit more than 1 or a bit less than 2, around the 1 or 2 mark is kind of normal. And you can see that from our data. Around 1 or 2 is kind of normal, but it's a bit more than 1 and a bit less than 2. So that's how you get the mode and the average from a frequency table.